Don't forget to check out and grab your copy of our 2 newly released books, Football: A Love Story and What Did Football Teach Me? These books feature over 100 stories from current and former coaches, players, executives, and entertainers from across the football landscape, describing what got them involved in the game, what they love about it, and what life lessons the game taught them. You can find your copy or order your copy from our website at footballgameplan.com/books.
You know, it's never too early to talk draft. I'm Turron Davenport of Football Game Plan, and here's an early look at our 2017 draft prospects. Starting off on offense, I'm going to look at a guy named Malachi Dupree, wide receiver, 6'3", 190 pounds from LSU. There's going to be a lot of attention paid, obviously, to Leonard Fournette. It's going to give him plenty of opportunities to make catches down the field. He's a guy that averaged almost 15 yards per catch last year, and he's someone to watch. He and Traveen Durrell, they're going to continue that long line of excellent receiver play, going back to Josh Reed and Michael Clayton, continuing to Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham Jr., and we can't forget Devery Henderson and some of the other guys there. So Malachi Dupree, I think, is going to be the next in the long line of receivers to really come in and be a guy to watch in the 2017 NFL Draft class. All right, so to round off on offense, we're going to look at one of my favorite prospects. That's Donnell Pumphrey, the running back. I got to see him live in San Jose against San Jose State, and he is a guy that could do whatever you want with the football. He's not the biggest guy, but he could run in between the tackles, so you'll definitely be able to cross that off the list. He's also someone that you can move to the slot position, and he has that ability to run that post. If you get him matched up against a linebacker, it's going to be a matchup problem. So he's someone that could really dictate what you want to do on offense, whether you want to kill them in the passing game, kill them running the ball, running outside. He could line up at slot, run the jet sweep as well, and not to mention, he could throw the football. He had a passing touchdown in the bowl game this year for San Diego State. So definitely watch out for Donnell Pumphrey, a candidate to get 2,000 all-purpose yards. Moving over to the defensive side of the ball, we're going to look at a guy that I really knew nothing about before I went to see him play. San Jose State linebacker Christian Tago. He is a guy that when you watch him, he has all the athleticism that you could possibly want from a linebacker. He came to San Jose State as a quarterback. He played multiple positions in high school, 6'1", 235, always around the football, 125 tackles. By the time his career is over at San Jose State, he will have had 400 tackles. Now, tackles aren't a key stat, but one thing it does tell you is that the guy's always around the football, and that's what you see from Tago. He is someone that could also play in space, which is something you have to be able to do playing for San Jose State, going against teams like San Diego State, Boise State, and some of the other, Nevada. So you want to definitely keep an eye out for him. His game definitely transfers to the NFL. Why? Because he is experienced at defending against the pass, can crash the gaps when you need him to do that against the run. A very short tackler. Christian Tago, linebacker, San Jose State. Defensive back is a position I have to look at. One of my favorite prospects is Mackenzie Alexander. I watched a lot of him, so in watching him, here's a guy that I had to look at also because he was frequently targeted because of how good Alexander is, and that's Cordrea Tankersley. He had 5 interceptions, and he's a guy that had to day in and day out, week in and week out. He had to go against receivers, and he was targeted so much, and he delivered in the clutch. You look at the bowl game that they had, the championship game, he had to step up when Alexander went out. So you'll see a lot of Byron Maxwell comparisons, which is a comparison that I actually like. 6'1", 205, similar size, and they both were in the same situation where they had to play opposite of a guy that is considered a shutdown type of corner. And you look at Maxwell opposite Sherman, Tankersley opposite Alexander. Both of them were targeted frequently, and when targeted, they came through. So definitely keep an eye out for Tankersley. He has the size. He attacks the football. He's playing big-time football, going against the schools that you see Clemson go against in the ACC. So keep your eye out on Cordrea Tankersley.